All right, Paul. I think we're back. I'm not. I hope anyway. You may have to ask somebody, see if we're back.
We're good.
Um, I hope we're back. Anyway, we apologize. We had a little technical difficulties there. My phone wasn't charging. We're about to lose a camera. I didn't want you to not be able to see my beautiful face. And then I start hitting buttons and things go weird. So we try to be back now. See if we can't get this thing finished. So I think Paul, I know you had something extra there on National Treasure. You know, we were talking about the 4 horse there that won the Preakness. I
Yeah.
think that's where we were. I'm not sure. I know I caught you mid thought, and I'm sorry, but
Mm.
go ahead and finish what your thoughts on National
No,
Treasure.
I think where we were like who's the horse that's gonna win in the Preakness. So we said so. If it's not gonna be Mage, it's probably gonna be a National Treasure or
First
First Mission.
mission, right?
So kind of where we're at with this, right? I'm not throwing National Treasure out yet. I really hadn't decided because he did me so well. I just don't think Baffert has the nuts to go out
Just
there and
send
win
him. And,
both of them. I just don't think he does.
I mean, he's won Triple Crowns before, but National
Yeah.
Treasure has an early 101 and a late 98, which is pretty good. I mean, that's sustainability. Um, and it's a pretty good price, but he's only got 2 wins out of 6 lifetime races. I just think that Preakness set up easy for him. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
yeah. I
Like,
don't. I don't think he
I
has.
think Mage ran a stupid good Derby, which well, I don't think either of us saw that coming out of Mage. Just he got. I think Mage got lucky in a day. Does that make sense? Like you have a day.
Yeah.
He got the
Well.
perfect trip. He came home hard and had what he needed to go. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, will he be in my exotics? Absolutely. Will he be in my pick fours or pick fives? For sure. I can't just deny that horse after winning the Preakness or Bob Baffert horse that he may have, somebody go pee on his hay the night before. But
Yeah. I am. I mean, I'm working through it as we speak. Yeah. I hate to just turn away from him after he did me so good in the Preakness, but we're gonna figure it out here in a minute.
yeah, so we'll go to the 5 horse Il Miracolo. He's a chestnut, 3-year-old. He's a sired by Gun Runner. He's the dam is Tappett's World, who's out of Tappet. 10 lifetime races, only 2 wins. His highest buyer speed is a 77. They just paid the money to get him in there. I don't know why he's here, but I don't hate it because I think he's going to give us some speed.
He goes to the front. Yeah.
Yeah, the jockey is Marcos Meneses.
That's
And,
as good
and
as I could have done.
Antonio Sano is the trainer. He opens at 30 to 1. I mean, he's got, like I said, 2 lifetime wins. Broke his maiden back on November the 12th of 2022. And he won his last race. He won at Gulfstream Park on May the 11th over Big Data. I don't know. I mean, it just his top buyer speed is a 77. He has an early 94, a late 94. I don't think he has anything. I think he's here for a little press and for the owners to have the shot to put a horse in the Belmont. I think they just paid the
Yeah.
money to put him in here. The trainer's going to send him and see what happens if he can press the pace and see what happens.
I got a whole lot of nope.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll move on. Number 6. Here's a horse we wanted to see run in the Kentucky Derby. The 6 horse, the big dark brown Forte, ridden by Irad Ortiz Jr., trained by Todd Pletcher. He is sired by Violence. He's a dam of Queen Caroline. Violence is out of the Medaglia d'Oro horse, who you absolutely love. 7 lifetime races, 6 wins for the big Forte, who got scratched out of the Derby because of a front right foot issue. Paul, Forte, let's hear it.
The only thing that keeps me there's two things that keep me off this horse: the 5 to 2, which is whatever, and then he's been off for 10 weeks. He hadn't run.
I know. He hadn't run since before the Derby. He hadn't run since
He hadn't
April the
run,
23rd. April the 23rd, Florida Derby.
Best horse in the field. But he's still. I don't care. I know. I understand. But he's the best horse that I've seen run.
You can give me all the speeds, all the times, and everything you want.
Yeah.
But when we've watched these races, which we do, don't get us. We watch the races. Is he not? He's the best horse I've seen race.
He's the best horse. The only thing that scares me here is, I mean, you can get him at 5-2, which is way better than you've been able to get him in the last probably 3 or 4 races. I don't know.
He'll be 2-1.
Probably. I just don't know. I don't know how he responds off a layoff like that though.
Yeah, so we're at a month. We're only over a month. April 23rd to June the 10th. That's not awful. It's not a long layoff. He's had enough. I think he's had enough time. What's funny was in his last workout, he tripped up and he started stumbling. But it was his left foot that got him tripped up, and people were going nuts. But it was his right foot that had the
Whatever.
foot. Yeah. But I don't know. You do with that what you want. He did have a little trip up in his workout, but it was the left foot that caused the trip up. And I think it may have just been he caught the dirt wrong and it made him stumble.
And I completely understand why they scratched him from the Derby.
Yeah, he had a right foot deal. You can't run if you got a right foot injury. I mean, why put him in there?
Yeah,
why do it?
Too much money invested.
And there were also way too many horses dying at Churchill. If he had he goes out there, something happens on his right foot during the Derby.
No.
I mean, that would have been awful.
The only thing that keeps me off this horse is the layoff, honestly. And I'm with you though. I don't know if it's enough or not. I just thought it was worth bringing up. But he is the best horse.
Yeah, so this is another horse you talk about. I mentioned earlier about buyer speeds on Arcangelo. I mean, they're not great, but he's been improving. So here's another horse here in Forte who we both think is a great horse. I mean, we say great. I think Paul and I were saying great for the horses that we've seen in the last year, right? Okay, so you asked me, who's the best horse you've seen in the last 2 years? I'll tell you, Flightline is the best horse I've ever seen.
No, we're just.
And Flightline was absolutely a stud for what he did. He's only going to run a certain type of race, and he's an absolute monster. And when he ran in the Breeders' Cup last year, I literally bet him at 1-2 just because he was either going to make history or somebody was going to make history by beating him.
No.
And what happens? Flightline comes home by 10 lengths. I mean, it's fun to see a horse that's great at what he does. Yeah. So when we say that, I think, I don't mean to speak for Paul, but I think what we're both saying here is that when you watch a horse.
We're talking about the Belmont.
Yeah, well, I know.
3-year-olds.
I know, but when you watch a horse run, you see something different. He has will. He has strength. You can see it in his legs when he runs. When the jockey gets on him, every time the jockey asks Forte for something, he gives you a little extra. And when he ran down Mage in the Florida Derby, that was an incredible effort.
Yeah, he acted like it was an insult that Mage was trying to win.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he got mad. So the horse got mad. Like Forte was like, "Are you kidding me?
What are you doing?"
And then he ran him down. And Mage made an early move. We get that. I think that was the jockey's fault. But Forte was still able to run that horse down within the last 16th and caught him. And throw out the speeds. Because he only has a 96 early and a 102 late. I mean, his best buyer is a 100. I mean, so if you're just going. But this horse has will.
He's only had to really run one race.
But I think if he looks at these other horses, Forte's going to look at them and say, "Hey, like Seabiscuit said, don't let hey, if I see you, I'm catching you."
Yeah. Slow him down so he can see the other horse.
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna look at you, and we're gonna do this thing. Yeah, I think Forte's the best horse in the field. I'm with you, Paul. I just don't.
DRF's got
It's a long way. It's a long race.
They got him finishing 3rd. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't pull the trigger. I got a note down of what horse I want to bet. I just don't know if I'm going to say it at the end of this podcast.
If you're gonna say it.
5-2 is a great number on Forte, but these are some really good horses.
Oh yeah, it's a great field. It's what we wanted in the Derby. I mean, that's the thing. We're getting the race we wanted now. I just hate it's at the 1.5 miles.
Yep.
Because you don't know how many horses can go the 1.5 miles. Does that make sense? Like, there's not a whole bunch of them that like it. So you're going to get some tired-ass horses at the end of this race.
Yeah.
So we'll move to the 7. I think we have propped up Forte as much as we can prop him up. We'll move to a horse that got a ton of talk prior to the Derby and still getting a bunch of talk now, is Hit Show, another gray horse, which, again, my wife is going to love. This is the third gray that we've talked about in the Belmont Stakes. 6 lifetime starts for Hit Show, 3 wins. He is a gray. He's out of Candy Ride and Actress. He is ridden by Manny Franco, trained by Brad Cox. He is one of 3 Brad Cox trained horses. Opens up at 10-1. His last race was in the Kentucky Derby, where I believe he finished 4th or 5th behind Mage, Two Fields, and Angel of Empire, where he ran a 98 buyer there. Paul, Hit Show.
He's gonna have to take a huge step up. No, I don't. Once again, he was 24-1 at the Kentucky Derby, which I understand is a smaller field. He's 9-1, 10-1. I don't see any reason to add him in anything. He hasn't beat anybody.
No, that's true. What do you take of him? He's finished 1st and 2nd at Aqueduct, which is not Belmont, but it is a New York. It is a New York area track. Maybe does he like New York better? I don't know. You know, he won the Withers, and then he finished 2nd in the Wood to Lord Miles, a big long shot.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. You got Manny Franco in the side.
I like Manny. He's a good New York jockey.
98 buyer. That's good. I just not. We're talking about who we're gonna. I would have Hit Show in an exotic or something like that.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Hit Show is going to be a presser. He's going to sit 2nd, 3rd, 4th, probably 3rd or 4th. And in this type of race where the early speed is going to be moderate, they're not going to go fast. And that's what scares me about the horses I like the best in this race. There's not a lot of early speed. So Hit Show will be able to sit 3rd or 4th because he's not necessarily a stalker or a closer. And closers don't do well in this race. So
they have him 4th.
Yeah, so if he can sit up front, and you know, maybe he makes something happen late in the 2nd turn, but yeah, I'm with Paul. I don't love his speeds. I don't love anything he's done. I don't know why people love him so much. I want to think. Yeah, has he improved? Absolutely, he's improved every single race, and I talked about another horse that Arcangelo has proved he's improved 6 consecutive races.
Well,
his buyer's going up 6 consecutive races.
You know who else's speed improved the first 3 years of their life too?
Secretary.
Mine.
Oh, you're at the older you got, the faster you can run.
I mean, I just.
Well, I mean, now
I get what you're saying.
As a 3-year-old, he's run a 91, a 93, and a 98. 98, he ran in the Churchill, which he still finished 4th. So does he have a 10-point jump in this race? I don't see it.
No, I don't either.
I don't see it.
I'm not gonna.
I've
argue with you over that one.
I've never gotten the allure of this horse. I didn't at Churchill, at Kentucky Derby. I never saw the allure.
Yeah.
You know, there was. I think you like. What was the horse you liked? Sun Thunder or something like that. I never saw the allure of that horse. And I didn't like Hit Show at all either, and neither one of them did anything.
No, it wasn't Sun Thunder. It's the one that scratched. It's the one I liked. Bill was going to bet on the show. He scratched. He didn't even race in it.
No, we both like Skinner.
Skinner, yeah.
But
Skinner.
you like Sun Thunder, too. You talked about Sun Thunder being in some of your exotics. Yeah, he did nothing.
Yeah.
0, zilch. nada.
Well, he's still out there running.
Oh, he's still running for
He
sure.
may, he may do something later. Well, we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. All right, we'll move to the 8 horse. This is Angel of Empire. He's a brown 3-year-old colt out of Classic Empire. The dam is Armani's Angel, trained by Brad Cox, ridden by Flavian Pratt. Of course, the last race was the Kentucky Derby, where he finished third to Mage and to Fields. His early speed is an 89. His late is a 112. He ran a 104 in the Derby and still finished third. Paul, Angel of Empire.
I go back to what we said earlier with this horse. He does not quit running.
Never. He gallops out. He never stops running.
He's fresh. Good
Yep.
jockey. He's
Yep.
got the blinkers on.
Oh, they're putting blinkers on. I did not catch that.
Yeah, blinkers on.
I don't know if I like that or not, but okay.
No,
Go ahead.
I think.
I don't think it matters. You think he got caught up looking at other horses in the Derby?
No.
Is that what they think? Like he didn't have
No,
tunnel vision?
I just think that. I guess when I like that they're making a change to where if he gets in crowded, that his brain ain't fucking with him. Like
He can just go.
Like he just does whatever
Yeah.
the brain's telling him to do.
He just goes. Yeah.
Man, I love this horse.
I do too. I know what you want to say. I know what you want to say. Look, we have fallen in love with this horse, and that's okay. Look, he's got 7 lifetime starts. He's got 4 wins. And again, here we go with I'll tell you, his last 5 races, he ran a 74. Then he ran an 85. Then an 89. And then a 94. And then the Derby, he ran a 104. But here's what you need to know. This horse's early speed is an 89. It's only 4 ticks up above Tappet Trice, who people hold on. People love Tappet Trice, right? With an early 84.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Angel of Empire's late is a 112, which nobody can top in this race. Nobody even gets close, except for Red Route 1, to the 112 of Angel of Empire.
Yeah. I love the heart this horse has. I don't know. You just got to watch him run, I guess. National Treasure, did it for me. Whatever he did, it came through. Whatever, but I had to bet what I had to bet on.
Let me ask you this, Paul. If they put Saez on this horse, would there even be any question right now?
On Angel of Empire.
Yeah.
Shit.
If they put Saez back on Angel of Empire. He was on him in the Risen Star.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Do you think if they put if Saez decided to get, because I don't think he can, I don't think Pratt will let him have him, and I don't blame Pratt.
Man,
Man,
it's gonna be hard to.
I'm not telling you I don't like Pratt, but what do you think?
It's hard for me to get off this horse with Pratt, Saez, any of the Ortizes on him. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's probably like a 2-1.
That's what I'm getting at.
Um,
You think the jockey's making or helping us, or is Pratt hindering us here? Do they think he's not the right jockey for the horse?
He's still running good though. That's the only thing. Like he's not been bad. I don't know, man. I've got him right now in my notes I did earlier. This is the horse I'm betting on as we speak right now. And I told you earlier that I might change. It's going to be hard for me to get off Angel of Empire just because of what I've seen, and what's I don't know. It's going to be hard. National Treasure, I kind of talked myself out of. He did what I asked him to do. I just loved it. Even if Angel of Empire goes out there and finishes 5th and I lose money, I'm not going to be upset about it.
I won't either.
If I go bet fucking Forte and he finishes 5th, I'm going to be
You're gonna
mad
be
about it.
pissed.
Yeah,
You'll
I'll
be
be mad
pissed.
about it. So,
Look, I'll tell the whole group. I've won 3 consecutive races with not 1 races. I've won money on 3 consecutive races with the Angel Empire: Risen Star, Arkansas Derby, Kentucky Derby. So I'm with Paul. If I take Angel of Empire here and I lose, you know what? I lost.
yeah.
But
I don't think
It's my horse. This is the guy I like. This is the kid. You know what I mean? This is the kid I like. I'm riding this kid. We're gonna get it done. I love him. He's fun to watch. Now, is he the most beautiful, picturesque horse you've ever seen? No, he's like
he's
you're gonna.
not Tappet Trice.
Hey, when
no.
you see Tappet Trice walk out on the track, you're gonna be, oh my God, this is the horse I need to be on.
The fillies faint around him.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Tappet Trice is an absolute gorgeous horse. Archangelo's a dark gray. Forte is a beautiful dark brown horse. Hit Show is a light gray. Angel Empire just comes out there as a regular old brown horse. Just a regular old brown horse. But that sumbitch runs. That's what he does, Paul. He absolutely runs. And I love him.
He doesn't quit. He's a racehorse.
I
No, he doesn't. I mean,
I know. I know. His racehorse is what he does.
No, he keeps on running.
We'll go to the number 9, Red Rat 1. He's ridden by Joe Rosario, trained by Steve Asmussen. He's sired by Gun Runner. His dam is Red House. Obviously, 3-year-old colt here. Now, he's had a piece of my heart, too. I've won money with Red Rat 1 because he loves to come on strong. His late speed is the best in the race at 121, but as early as a 61. He's going to walk out of the gate. Him and Tappet Trice are going to be back there talking to each other, sharing bedtime stories in the first half mile of this race. He's only got 2 wins out of 10 lifetime starts. This is his 11th start. He will come strong, hard, late, but he's got to have a good early pace. I just don't see enough pace in this race, Paul, to help Red Rat 1 here. And I hate it because I do like the horse.
He has all the tools to go win this race.
He does. He does.
I just don't know if Joel Rosario is the jockey to win this race.
I don't think he's running him right. I don't. I wish they had a different jockey. And I love Rosario. Don't get me wrong. But he tried to go. He's tried to set he tried to be mid-pack in the Preakness, and it didn't work. So I don't know. Paul stepping out. Well, I hate we had technical difficulties earlier because Paul wouldn't have to step out right now. So anyway, I've won money on Red Rat 1 in 2 of 3 races that I've bet him in. But he's got a lot of jockey changes. He's gone from Ricardo Santana Jr. to Tyler Gaffleon. Tyler G, I don't think was the right. He likes a speed horse. He goes up front. Red Rat 1's a big closer. He went to Christian Torres when he went to Oaklawn Park, and Christian Torres was the best jockey at the time there at Oaklawn. Then Tyler G got on him at Oaklawn Park at one time, and then Rosario gets on Red Rat 1 because I think Rosario must have seen something out of him. And his first mount, he won the Bathhouse Stakes. And then he goes to the Preakness, and he finishes 4th, I believe, in the Preakness. Yeah, 4th by 4 3/4 lengths, I believe. But he tried. He sent him early. He sent Red Rat 1 early, and he tried to because he knew there wouldn't be a whole lot of pace in that Preakness. So Red Rat 1 sat 5th or 6th for most of the race, and then tried to come strong. But the pace was so modest that National Treasure and Blazing Sevens, they just had too much horse left for Red Rat 1 to close into. And I'm scared there's not enough pace in this race. Now, if Il Miracolo goes out there and sets a blazing early speed and National Treasure sits right off of him early, and both of those horses go really fast early, and maybe they send Tappet Shoes out. I don't know how Tappet Shoes likes to run. He's got early speed, but not a lot of late. So you get the 1, the 4, and the 5 going out early. Maybe they can set a faster pace than you think, and if you like Red Rat 1 to get in the show or in your exotics, you may get a double-digit figure in your exotics.
I don't think you've seen the best race from Red Rat 1.
I don't either. I don't think they found the right jockey for him yet. He closes so hard. They just got to get him out of the gate a little earlier because I like the horse himself. I mean, I think he runs. When you see him coming on strong late, it's kind of like Tappet Trice. It's long stride, not nearly as long as Tappet Trice.
That time it stretches out.
Yeah, he does. But he's got good good late speed.
All right, so let's just look briefly. I know we said this. So we're using this DRF. This doesn't mean anything.
Well, we got the PPs like anybody else can look at.
This is not facts or fiction. This is their opinion.
Yeah.
So they have the 416 going out early.
Well, I said Tap It, National Treasure, and I had the 5. I didn't have Forte going out early.
Yeah, they got Forte, then they got the 5 and the 7 behind him.
Okay.
And they got the 9 bringing up the rear.
Well, yeah, Red Route 1's going to be a late. He's going to be in the back early.
Yeah, he'll be behind Tabit Trice according to this. So, and they got a fast pace, so that helps the Tappet Trices of the world and the Red Route Ones of the world and the Angel of Empires of the world and
Forte.
And Forte's gonna be up there, and he's kind of like.
There's no way Forte's gonna sit second early.
No,
I just don't see it.
Forte's almost so. Think about elementary school when everybody had that kid that failed and got held back, and you had and he was like way bigger and better than everybody else. This is Forte. I mean,
who's this guy?
Yeah. Then you go to a field day, and it's something that's running a 4.240 and a 50-yard dash. We're running 50 yards.
Throwing the javelin, the 800 yard.
Yeah, so that's Forte, but he has bad days too. For me, it's going to come down to what the numbers say at time to bet. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to stick with my horse here, which I love Angel Empire this year. I do. He's my.
He's stolen my heart. I don't know. I mean, he got us when he won the 2 races, Risen Star and the Rebel. He got us. I think Paul and I, we can't get off of Angel of Empire. We know Forte may be the best horse out there, and he may be. Very well may be. But I'm hoping that Tappet Shoes, Il Miracolo, and National Treasure get out on front and accidentally go too fast. Does that make sense? Like accidentally go too fast.
Yeah, it won't be.
And if Angel can sit 5th or 6th, right? I trust Flavian Pratt to be able to make the move when he needs to in that last turn and to get our horse home. And what I feel will be a dog fight in the last furlong and a half between him and Forte. Wouldn't you love to see that, though? Yeah, Forte and Angel of Empire coming right down the stretch.
We were asking for that in the Derby.
In the Derby, yeah. I mean, that's what I want to see. I don't want to see Tappet Trice coming from way back, or Red Route 1, or or Hit Show sitting up close and stealing one at a big number. I mean, whatever. Our horse is Angel of Empire, and that's who we want to see win.
I'm curious to see what everybody is. You guys watch the race, I get it. But if you put the 4, the 6, and the 8, the Forte, Angel Empire, and National Treasure in just a dead heat, National Treasure doesn't have a chance.
No chance. Angel Empire and Forte run away from him, and I mean, there's no chance. In a 3-horse race, National Treasure never has a chance in that race.
Yeah. All right. So that's where my money's going to be. Belmont Stakes Day. We'll do a lot of stuff in the early races. There's a great early race.
We'll try to remember to tweet out some of that. If I do an exacta or trifecta, I'll try to tweet that out.
Yeah, we'll send pics. I don't know. I'm way more excited about this than I was the Preakness. A little harder to cap this race than the Preakness was, but I'm going to stay with Angel of Empire.
Yep. And I mean, so if you're just wondering, the 2 horses with the best combination of early and late speed are the 2 horses we're talking about. Is Forte. He's got a 96 early and 102 late. Angel Empire is 89 and 112 late. I mean, that's the 2 horses we like. I mean, that's who we think's going to come home. Tappet Trice is 107 late, but he's only 84 early. So, I mean, it's just – Red Route 1 is 121 late, but he's only 61 early. So, he just kind of walks right out of the gate. So, I want to talk about one more race before we close this down here, Paul.
All right.
If you're on your DRF,
no, it can be.
All right, let's go to race 10.
Oh.
It's the grade 1 the Metropolitan
Yeah,
Handicap.
boy, I tell you, what? No. All right, come on.
All right, so look, I'm going to give you a horse here that's not going to be worth any money, but if you bet against him, that's between you and God. Is all I'm telling you right now. So there's some horses in here with some big numbers. Repo Rocks, I don't think I've ever seen run. He's got 2 triple-digit buyers. White Abario finally ran a triple-digit in his last race that he won against Weyburn and Collaborate back on March the 23rd, but he's lost to this horse before. Zandon has got 4 triple-digit buyers.
Now you're talking.
Hey, that's your Bob. Isn't he a Bob Baffert? No, he's a Chad Brown horse. He's got who's riding?
What's up, Bob?
Pratt. Flavian Pratt is riding Zandon, number 6, but he's only got 2 wins out of 10 lifetime starts. Charge It, a horse I love. We've seen him race. I saw him win on April 23rd at Oaklawn. He's got 2 triple-digit buyers. He's got 3 wins out of 8 lifetime starts. Dr. Shivel can really fly. He's got 3 triple-digit buyers. This horse has got 6 wins out of 11 starts. This race probably excites me more than the Belmont Stakes.
It's going to be good.
And I've mentioned all those horses, but I've yet to tell you the horse that I love here. This horse has got 5 consecutive triple-digit buyers, ridden by the same jockey and Junior Alvarado, and his name is Cody's Wish. 8 lifetime wins, 8 wins out of 12 lifetime starts. He's sired by Curlin. I mean, if you don't know Curlin, I mean,
No.
if you know racing, you know who Curlin is. And if you want to know how Cody's Wish got his name, just go to YouTube and search Cody's Wish and how he got his name, and you will know why this is the only horse that you should be allowed to bet in the Met Mile come Saturday. Or you're going to do a lot of crying, and then you're going to go place your bet on Cody's Wish. Now, I will tell you this. He is a closer. A lot of people don't like deep closers. So if you're new to horse racing and you bet Cody's Wish and you watch this race, in the first half mile of this race, Cody's Wish is going to be 6th or 7th in this race.
Don't freak out.
Don't freak out.
It's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay. This horse can absolutely run, and if his namesake is there on race day, I don't know how you bet against him. Paul, what do you think? Just broad view of this race. I know there's tons of horses here. It's a wonderful race.
I like everything about it. I don't know, Zandon versus Cody Wish coming down the backstretch or whatever. I don't know. Zandon probably can run with him.
I think so.
I just don't know.
They're both going to be sitting in the same spot. They're both late runners.
This has a little bit of the Jack Christopher feel to me. Without the.
But he's an older horse now.
Without the the heartstrings being pulled. You could have told last year. You couldn't have told me Jack Christopher was going to lose any races.
I didn't. I didn't think so.
But he did.
But he did. The one race we really got in on.
I get it. I mean, Cody Wish, great story. I'm with you, man. I don't. If you want to just go put $50 on Cody Wish to win a race and try to get you $50 out of it, go for it.
Yeah, if you're gonna bet this race, you just go throw $50 on Cody's Wish to win. Don't do placing a show; it's not gonna give you anything. He's already 7-5 morning line, which means he's probably gonna be 4-5 come post time. I'm not telling you he's gonna win. I mean, that's just kind of where my heart is.
You watch the story, you'll understand why he feels the way he would.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be early horses, and there's a bunch of early speeds. Slow Down Andy's going to go out early. Dr. Shivel's going to go out really early. He's super fast early. He just doesn't have a lot of late speed, which means he'll falter late. Hoist the Gold, early speed. Charge It has great speed early, but Charge It has the ability to hold that speed a little bit. Now, here's your contender, Zandon. Zandon? I'm not sure which way anyone. Chad Brown horse, trained by Chad Brown. He's ridden by Flavian Pratt. He's a really great horse. Repo Rocks, I haven't seen run much, but he's early speed as well. So here's the thing: this race sets up because every horse in this race, except for Cody's Wish and Zandon, are early speeds.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go watch some races here because
So you got two closers that are really good at what they do,
oh, that's right.
and there's tons of early speed in this race.
What is the? Never mind. Let me go back to the Belmont, and just for anybody that cares, Tabit Shoes is I guess this would be his stepbrother, his Cyberknife.
Yeah, he's a half brother to Cyberknife. Yeah, well, they're
brother,
half brother. I think they're half. He's a half brother to Cyberknife. Yeah,
right.
yeah. And Cyberknife's a good horse.
Yeah.
He can't beat Cody's Wish though. Neither can Wine Barrio. I've seen him. I've seen it. They just can't do it. So yeah. So the mile race. It's a little. You got to be close. You don't want to wait too long in the mile race. But we saw Cody do it back at Churchill Downs on Kentucky Derby Day, and he won easily over Hoist the Gold, who's also in this race, and Tejano Twist, who's a good horse. So little better competition here in White Barrio and Dr. Shivel, and Zandon is probably, and Charge It. Charge It's going to go out early, probably be close to the lead, but man, Zandon and Cody's Wish is going to come late. I'll be pulling for Cody's Wish if you want to know. Honestly, this is not a betting race for me. This is a pull for a horse race for me.
We were at the Gold Strike, which would be the Bet MGM bar.
Bet MGM betting bar or grill and bar.
There was probably 95% of the people the last time that Cody's Wish run.
I was at Kentucky Derby.
They all stood up, and it was a pretty cool atmosphere. I mean,
it was great.
The story is great, and it is going to probably be a movie one day.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's race 10.
Race 10. Yeah. That's right, race 10. So if you haven't seen it, go Google Cody's Wish and how he's got his name. You'll find it. You'll see it, and it's great. I'm not telling you to bet the horse. Don't take this as me telling you about the horse. This is me pulling for that horse in that race. Just because of that ordeal. Now I may go bet Zandon if I get him 5-1. I mean, because between those two closers, hey, I think he's got a shot. You know what I mean? I'm winning some money there. But yeah, Cody's Wish, little heartstring pull there for you on Belmont Saturday. Great card on the day for Saturday. 6 consecutive grade 1s. You got 2 grade 2s and a grade 3. All the pick 4, pick 5 opportunities. Hopefully me and Paul will throw out some stuff on Twitter. We kind of forget when we're there. We get caught up in the moment.
Yeah, we get on casino time.
Yeah, we get you don't know what time it is. You don't know where you are. You can't get your the leprechauns dancing where Paul is. Yeah. Things are going crazy.
That leprechaun's a thing.
All right, so I'll give you I'll throw out 2 things right now. I'm going Angel of Empire in the Belmont Stakes. And I'll give you a box trifecta. I'm going to give you 4 horses here for the Belmont Stakes. I'm going to go, of course, Angel of Empire.
Okay.
It won't move. All right, here we go. Angel of Empire. I'm going to throw in Hit Show.
8-7.
3-4, Archangelo and National Treasure.
I'll tweet mine out.
That's a little trifecta box. You do a 50-cent trifecta box. You get it for $12. 3-4, 7-8. But I like Angel of Empire here in the Belmont. So good luck to anybody who likes to bet the horses. And I'll tell you this, Paul and I we're gonna hope to get back at this thing more on a more regular basis. Well, obviously, when we get close to August, when the football gets going.
Probably August 1. Like last year, we did the conference previews.
We're going to do all our conference previews, talk about the over-unders for teams and where we like and what we don't like.
May do a little NFL preview, too, which,
I
mean, you won't see us put out a lot of NFL picks. It's just, Now, if you want to hear who think we're going to win the ball game, then yeah,
Yeah, we
we'll
could
be
give you
glad
some
to
of
do
that. Yeah,
But as
we'll
far
be
as
glad to do
betting
that. Yeah.
goes, we'll give conference previews picks.
All
Super
right,
Bowl
so
picks, and
we're
all
also
that.
going to do this. Paul and I are going to do a college football challenge this year. We're going to each pick 5 games every Saturday. We're going to pick 4 games against the spread, and then we both have to do an underdog straight up pick every Saturday. So it's going to be 4 picks, 4 against the spread, 1 underdog straight up, and we'll count that up at the end of the year, and that's, of course, just through the regular season, not into the playoffs. Paul,
Fair enough.
down for that?
Yeah.
All right, so what's the payoff? What's the bet? What are we putting on the line here?
I don't know what to come up with that. I like to see us do it too.
It's got to be a trip somewhere. We got to go somewhere where it's cold and take your shirt off, or you got to jump in my pool in January, or
Yeah, I think something else I want us to do too is every Saturday we'll do a $25 16 parlay against the spread.
$25
16 parlay. Which
16
we say don't go over
parlay.
4, but we're
We
gonna do
say
a
that's
you give me 3, I'll give you 3. If it's the same one, we knock it down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if we all
Oh,
whatever.
this is a me and you bet. We got to put we got to put 6 teams together and put $25 on it between the two of us.
So if we hit, we'll put.
We'll move it. We'll move it forward.
Yeah, we'll put some local charities in a bucket, and if we hit one, we'll draw out of it, and that's who gets the money.
We'll send it to the local high school football teams since we're doing football.
Yeah, whatever. We'll just put shit in a bucket.
Does that make us boosters, or?
Yeah, we got to be careful with that. we might.
That's all legal now. There. Well, if we get one of the kids to come on and say, "Hey, poolside bets" or something like that, that'll be legal, right?
We might need to give it to the dog.
Or give it. Yeah.
We'll have a bucket.
We'll give it to the kids sitting over here who came in late.
They're hard to hit, but if we hit one at 25, so you're 6-1, so you're about what, $300?
Yeah. I mean, if we pick a couple of dogs and some
so
minus 120s in there.
So we do it every week.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the year, whatever we have raised, we'll donate.
That we'll wait till the end of the year to do
and then
something
donate
with the
whatever,
money.
and we'll draw it out. We'll draw it out.
I love that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you probably won't see me and Paul again for a little while. And I get it. Hey, there's stuff to bet on, but it's really not. I mean, it's kind of tough to do podcasts on stuff that you don't get lines until the day of, and we both have full-time jobs, so it's a little difficult.
Doesn't mean we won't be betting, but
yeah, I don't mean we won't batting, but maybe we'll try to remember the Twitter. We social media just not. We're old, so we'll try to remember.
And we're definitely not one of those guys that tell you what we did after the fact.
No, not after the fact.
We want to be pre-flop.
No, we want to be pre-flop better. That's right. We want to tell you before what we did, just so you know that we're on the up and up. So you know where we are in the Belmont, and we hope to get some horses home Saturday throughout the day, and probably be a little while before we come back. And we're looking forward to a fantastic fall. We got all the football coming up. Of course, the Breeders' Cup coming up in November.
Ooh, November.
We'll have to have a 3-hour-long special for the Breeders' Cup.
Oh, my God.
Talking about all the races that day. So, anyway, thanks for joining us. I know it's a 2-part deal because we lost connection, but thanks for joining us. I hope you hopped back on with us on the second part of the Belmont special. So, anyway, this is Cash and Tickets Belmont special brought to you by Poolside Bets, and that is me, Franklin Johnson, and Paul Robertson, my partner over there. And we'll see you the next time we come back. So good luck to all you bettors out there, and hope to hear from you Saturday. Good luck. That's where we all go, son.